Mind's Eye Audio presents Small Complications. Chapter 5. 7 whole years had passed since Bobby Dawson put a ring on his finger and vowed to love, honor, and cherish his lovely bride Brenda. This was a promise that he sealed with a kiss. Many doubted that the ladies' man Bobby D would ever even marry, let alone be happily so. Although the years had not always been a bed of roses, for the most part, it was all that anyone could hope for. Bobby was one of those guys born with a kind of silver spoon in his mouth. Not that his family was wealthy, but what Bobby lacked in money, he more than made up for with his incredibly good looks, charm, and determination to succeed. Bobby regarded himself as a self-made man. And though he received much assistance and many gifts from his assortment of well-to-do lady friends over the years, he had still started from zero. It was his talent for winning people over and his ability to network and make influential friends that brought him success. "I did this," he would defend himself vehemently to his friends, who insisted that he wouldn't know hard work if it looked him dead in his eyes. This was a sensitive area for Bobby. He had a strong inner motivation and need to prove himself to others. And yet, despite being a college grad, business owner, and holder of a few choice pieces of real estate in his name, it still appeared to others that the heavens had opened up and rained its blessings down on Bobby's head. This did not always sit well with him, but Bobby had such an easygoing style that he made everything look so effortless. "Don't sweat the small stuff" was the philosophy that his mother instilled in him from a very early age. Indeed, Bobby D never let anyone see him sweat. Today, however, he was sweating. He had serious problems, and not the least of them was the fact that he had no one to confide in or ask for help. His relationship with his boys was of a competitive nature, and his pride would never allow him to reveal anything that even resembled weakness. The biggest of Bobby's problems was that in a moment of drunken passion, he had convinced his wife to indulge in a menage a trois. From what he could remember of the night, all went well, but in the days to follow, there was a noticeable change in the atmosphere of his household. Brenda was as loving and sparkling as ever, yet 1,000 times more distant now. She politely asked more questions with respect to his schedule and plans. It's not that she was annoying to him, nor did she come off as wanting to know his every movement, but it was just a series of subtle things that made Bobby feel like a grade A piece of shit. She was developing a slight paranoia and insecurities because of what he had done to her. Lord knows he never meant to harm her. He was only doing what he wanted to do. Again. "She just needs time. She'll be okay," he consoled himself. For the next several months, Bobby D was the model husband. He spent more time at home with his family. He called his wife more often and happily volunteered information about his plans for the day to her. Contrary to popular belief, Bobby D did know what work was, and he was putting it in right now. After all, his wife's happiness and the future of his marriage was at stake. What happened that night was never once mentioned, and over time, Brenda seemed to be letting her guard down again. Things were finally getting back to normal in Bobby's life. Or were they?